It's been 3.5 years since I last went to Toy Fair. The last time I went was in 2020 before the world got shut down because of demonetizable reasons. They tried to move it to autumn in 2021 before canceling it, tried again in 2022 before canceling it again, but finally we get the return of Toy Fair in late September 2023. A lot has changed since then, most of all, me. Back when my channel was more general purpose, I would attend Toy Fair every single day, full of bookings and appointments and things to do, but with how my channel has become a lot more specialized since then, I wonder if I'll need all of that. Well, I will give this Toy Fair one thing: the band they hired this year is way better than last time. And, I don't get why it's in September now. The reason it was in February before was to show off toys for Christmas in time to get orders and manufacturing finished. By now, most stores have their Christmas loadout all set and ready. So late September, early October is either too late or excessively early. Probably the biggest change to the show is how they now let kidfluencers inside. One of the big sponsors this year was Ryan's World, so I guess that came with the territory, but it's pretty unprecedented how many kids they let in this year. Yeah, I know it's unusual that they don't let children into Toy Fair, but Toy Fair is not a convention, it's a trade show. Multi-million-dollar deals are happening at this place, and that's why they usually don't let kids inside despite the jovial atmosphere. Also, opinions on kid influencers used for YouTube clout is, something I don't really want to dip my toe into. Honestly, at this point, I feel sorry for Ryan. And the big problem now with Toy Fair is that not a lot of trading card games attend. I don't know if it's because it's too expensive or too niche, but there really weren't a lot there. You have the usual suspects of the big three, of course, and Ravensburger, who brought Lorcana and confirmed for me that uninkable cards is indeed the worst new mechanic of 2023, but really nothing else. Bandai and Tomy hadn't even bothered to bring anything from their card game branches. Square Enix had one glass case, Spin Master only had stuff already on store shelves, and literally the only other TCG I saw was a Marvel game by Chicaboom, who did Letrabots last year, that hadn't even been approved for American distribution. Yeah, there was not much for me this year at Toy Fair, but I guess I can still talk about some of the cool stuff I saw. First of all, there was a sneak peek of not one, but two different new cartoon series. First, we had Bedtime Defenders, spelled with a Z because poor literacy is cool, although, wait a minute, Bedtime Defenders? Z? Like Z's in sleep? Okay, that's actually a lot more clever than I thought it was. It features a bunch of neon-colored characters who I assume are supposed to be like monsters under the bed like Sully, who help kids deal with nightmares. Yeah, nothing gets a kid ready for bed better than a high-octane action show. It's not bad for what I assume is going to be a freebie YouTube show, but they have a whole host of things prepared, like pajamas and breakfast cereals, and even huge plush featured around the hall, which I sadly don't think are for sale. It's certainly an ambitious project, if nothing else. The other one was Unicorn Academy, a Spin Master project that seems like if one of those CG Barbie movies got their own show. It's based loosely on a book series of the same name about a girl who was sent to the eponymous Unequestrian school. The preview I saw seemed okay, lots of opportunities for dad jokes that I bit my tongue on, though I worry that the character writing focused on traits instead of chemistry, a common pitfall in these sorts of shows. They didn't have any toys to show off from what I could see, despite the movie itself going up on Netflix in a month. One of the cooler ideas was Mons Moto, a double-purpose flywheel and battling top. The monocycle wheel could be rotated 90 degrees to turn it into a spinning battler or a stunt wheel all in one. Kinda like if they took Bay Wheels and Bay Warriors and combined them together. Pretty slick, and definitely an efficient use of design space. Our old friends Aldi are back, this time with Power Rangers Wannabe Dino Stir, featuring an all-CG show. There's actually a few of these in China, but I can't help but wonder, isn't the live-action stunt show like a huge part of the appeal of Power Rangers? The use of CGI feel kinda cheapens it. Also, Beyblades with effing swords! What else was there? Oh, there was Swaptics, which is this ingenious system where you buy only one laser tag pistol, but special chip-loaded folding shells let it convert into other weapons, meaning you only need one piece of tech to unlock a whole arsenal. David Arquette was doing Bob Ross demonstrations. There were some pretty slick Ninja Turtles walkarounds, always nice to meet the locals. Elf on the Shelf goes by Santaverse now. There was, okay, yeah, I have changed a lot. Like I said, now that I have a niche focus, there isn't as much for me as there used to be. Don't get me wrong, I don't regret coming here one bit, and my niece and nephew will be getting a lot of neat swag, but I found that after just one day, I was kinda finished. Might save the money and go to New York Comic Con instead, rather than taking another $50 day trip to New York for something that I really didn't have much to do. Might as well finish up with a visit to the Playmobil booth. I wonder what they've been up to since... Huh? No. Well, that was something. Surely that's the weirdest thing here. Oh, come on! It's freaking Gigi Bond! Mentioned in an obscure video of mine, this pig is China's SpongeBob. Just as popular, or at least just as pervasive. Starting off as video Bryn Cueto level nonsense, it has since gotten films, accolades, and at least 14 seasons. And now a localization by a bunch of 4Kids alumni complete with a theme song that actually kinda slaps in a Samurai Pizza Cats kinda way? Might actually be worth watching if they go whole hog on that angle. Well, there's one dad joke I allowed to slip in. And to round it out, at least more relevant to my interests, was this setup of dioramas set in the space normally reserved for the loser lounge, displaying what actually turned out to be final projects for a school based around toy and product design. Some were little more than a portfolio, others were full-on brand concepts. If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Foxy Girls. I mean, it has the nice mythological theming of foxes disguising themselves as beautiful women from so much folklore, giving the sort of combination of magic and fashion in a more harmonious way than other brands, but still, there's one burning question.
What the heck kind of name is Timothy?
And yeah, that's Toy Fair 2023. It was way more sparsely populated than in other years, I assume due to the long hiatus combined with awkward timing that doesn't work with mass summer and holiday buying. Maybe it will return to late winter or early spring so we can get more exciting scoops, and I'm fine with my coverage of it waning as my channel moves on to different things. Thanks again for having me, New York, and see you in a week, maybe. Until next time, this is Kohdok signing off.